Real beefeater. The Tower of London. The Tower of London. I touched the Tower of London.
So die all traitors. God save the king, and the crowds will cheer.
Hooray!
I don't know. Right, we're going to do that one again. Right, it's an interactive tour. Right, please join in. All right, it's going to be a long one if you know. Behold, the head of a traitor. So die all traitors. God save the king. There you go. That's better.
The Tower of London. A dream is a wish your heart makes. Not quite the same thing as a Disney. This is where the prisoners go to get their heads cut off over there. Then they're brought back into here because, yeah, heads could go astray. Guy Fawkes.
But it wasn't always called Traitors' Gate. We used to call it the Watergate. And the purpose of the Watergate was to allow the safe conduct of provisions and prisoners into the Tower via the river, rather than using the unsafe roads around London, which were often inhabited by rogues and vagabonds. They'd often steal the provisions, and more often than not, they would set the prisoners free. Now, the term Traitors' Gate didn't come about until the Tudor period, because it was at that time when the Tower was mainly used as a state prison. During that period of history, 4 Queens of England were to enter the Tower via Traitors' Gate and walk up these steps. Queen Anne Boleyn, Queen Catherine Howard, Lady Jane Grey and the young Princess Elizabeth. Of the 4 of them, 3 of them are still here, buried within the confines of the Tower. They were never given the option to leave. Now, above Traitors' Gate we have St Thomas's Tower, also built during the same period. It's called St Thomas's Tower because it's named after St Thomas a Becket, the Archbishop of Canterbury, who was murdered in Canterbury Cathedral on the orders of King Henry II. Now, inside, ladies and gentlemen, is the medieval palace. And if you wish to visit the medieval palace later on, once this tour is finished, the entrance is just at the top of those stairs there to my left. Now, you'll be able to walk through the medieval palace, and that will then bring you across this bridge here, known as Salvin's Bridge, into the Upper Wakefield Tower behind you there, where you can see the ghosts staring at us out the windows. And that will then lead you on to the southern, eastern and northern ramparts of the tower. Come on, join in. And again, it wasn't always called the Bloody Tower. We used to call it the Garden Tower. But Shakespeare referred to it as the Tower of Blood in his play Richard III because of the 2 alleged murders that supposedly took place inside. Now, King Edward IV had just died, and he had died leaving behind